Coming up tonight on YCN News, a Georgia's Mills man is assaulted at his home. A suspect is in custody. The search for two escaped prisoners in upstate New York continues. And it's official, Jeb Bush has joined the race for president. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN News, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening. It's Monday, June 15th. I'm Laura James. Welcome to YCN News. The New London, New Hampshire man charged by police with allegedly assaulting a sleeping man early today at the George's Mills cottages is being held on $100,000 bail. 29-year-old suspect Brandon Green of 1876 Newport Road, New London, New Hampshire, is facing a felony charge connected to the assault. Sunapee Police Chief David Cahill recounts the case in a news release. A call came into Sunapee Police Dispatch around 12:20 a.m. today of an armed robbery and a home invasion. The victim told police he was awakened by a single man who was holding a flashlight and demanding money from him. The victim's arms and legs were tied together, with his head was struck with a handgun. The man was treated for a minor injury and released from New London Hospital today. In the news release, Cahill says the victim and Green know one another. This is an isolated case, and the public is not in danger. New Hampshire State Police and New London Police worked at the scene with Sunapee Police. During his arraignment today in Newport District Court, Green denied he was the man who assaulted the victim. That, according to WNTK Radio. YCN News will update you on this story. And in upstate New York, the search continues for two escaped prison convicts in Dannemora. After 9 full days of searching, authorities have yet to find convicted murderers Richard Matt and David Sweat. Prison employee Joyce Mitchell is due in county court for allegedly assisting Matt and Sweat's escape. Mitchell worked as the tailoring shop instructor and is charged with supplying the inmates with tools to escape. Prosecutors say she was also supposed to be the getaway driver, but backed out when the time came and checked herself into a hospital instead. She's been suspended without pay from her job at the prison and has been in jail since last week. Well, there's no more speculation regarding former Florida Governor Jeb Bush's political ambitions. Today, he officially announced his candidacy for the president in Miami. Meanwhile, other possible Republican candidates continue to hold town meetings in New Hampshire, namely New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Christie will be in Hampton, New Hampshire on Thursday at the Galley Hatch restaurant. And it's just an idea in its infancy, but the sculptor who created the monument commemorating Claremont's 250th birthday says the downtown Rotary or bullpen could be turned into a park. Ernest Montenegro told Claremont City Councilors last week the downtown circle could be used for more than just parking cars. The E-Ticker News of Claremont reports. Councilors seemed upbeat about the idea of beautifying this area, perhaps more with plants and trees. Coming up on YCN News, Springfield, New Hampshire gets set for the 3rd annual Lakeathon. Governor Shumlin discusses children's safety, and Mike Pizzone catches us up on high school championship games. More news, sports, and the forecast is coming up when YCN News returns.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Laura James. Well, looking for some fun in the sun next Saturday? Springfield, New Hampshire is the place to be, where the Elkins Fishing Game Club is holding its annual Lakeathon on June 27th. This is the 3rd year the event has been held and features family-friendly events including a cardboard boat regatta, a scuba diving exhibition, and workshops on how to clean and cook fish. The event is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. at the Springfield Recreation Field, and all funds will go toward providing scholarships to children to attend Barry Conservation Camp. The cardboard boat regatta will feature multiple awards based on best design, fastest speed, and best sinking. There'll be other activities for all members of the family presented by various groups from around the region. For more information on the event and what the proceeds go toward, you can visit the Elkins Fish and Game Club website. Just go to elkinsfishandgame.net. Well, per its title, the group Springfield on the Move continues to make improvements in the quality of life in Springfield, Vermont. That includes work from its younger residents during last Thursday's Community Service Day. for Springfield students. Students pictured here helped with downtown Springfield cleanup projects by sweeping sidewalks, picking up cigarette butts and other trash, plus washing storefront windows. Also in Vermont news, children's safety was the talk today in the office of Governor Peter Shumlin. A new child safety bill signed today by Vermont's governor aims to improve the communication between social workers and other state employees about family and child visits. The new state law is part of an ongoing effort to strengthen Vermont's child protection laws, the Associated Press reports. The bill's enactment follows the death of 2 toddlers last year whose families were under the state's child protection care. Well, Kearsarge Chronicles' Lynn Solomon sat down with Richard Osborne of Osborne's Marine. We'll learn all about the services they offer and provide when YCN News continues.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Mike Pizzone. Well, it was nice all that rain decided to hold off until the start of the work week, but it looks like it'll be another day or two before we see any sun. Those showers will continue into the evening hours tonight, with temperatures falling to about 54 degrees and winds of up to 5 miles per hour. Skies will remain cloudy tomorrow morning, with chances of rain increasing throughout the afternoon and a 40% chance for scattered thunderstorms before sunset. Temperatures will max out at around 77 degrees during the day, before dropping to about 55 tomorrow evening. Things will finally begin to clear up Wednesday, with mostly sunny skies and highs of around 75 during the day, and a low of 58 with mostly cloudy skies Wednesday evening. Now let's take a look at our community calendar to see what's happening in the area. A senior game night will be held tomorrow from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Claremont Senior Center off Maple Avenue in Claremont, New Hampshire. The event is for anyone ages 50 or older, whether they're a member of the Senior Center or not. Call the number on the screen to find out more. The Windsor Public Library's adult book discussion will be held tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the library on State Street in Windsor, Vermont. This week's book is Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. Visit windsorlibrary.org for more information. A free community lunch will be held Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the First Congregational United Church of Christ in Springfield, Vermont. The menu includes turkey, squash casserole, salad, and much more. There's no takeout and all are welcome to attend. Well, it was a jam-packed weekend of high school sports as 4 of our local teams competed in championship games in the Twin States. Beginning on the softball field, it was a historic day for top-ranked Sunapee as the program swung its way to a 6-2 victory over Moultonborough to claim the program's first title in school history Saturday at Plymouth State University. The Lakers jumped out to a quick start with 3 first-inning runs and rode the arm of ace pitcher Katie Frederick from there to claim the Division IV crown. Junior shortstop Rachel Malanga started things off for Sunapee with a triple to the right field wall and crossed the plate with the game's first run on this ground ball off the bat of Katie Frederick. From there, Faith Larpenter sent this soft grounder back to the circle to score Meg Frederick, before Lexi Hamilton's sacrifice fly to left center allowed Katie Frederick to score from third to up the lead to 3-0. Larpenter drove in her second run of the day on this shot to the wall on right, paving the way for Hamilton's RBI single here, followed by a Moultonborough error to round out the Lakers' scoring. The Panthers made things interesting to the tune of a pair of runs in the 7th, but it was too little too late to prevent Sunapee from claiming the crown. Frederick finished with just 4 strikeouts in a complete game effort, but it was the defense behind her, including this double play started by right fielder Haley Morin, that really kept the sophomore comfortable in the circle.
It was important. Runs are always important in games like this. Runs are important because you need them to win. But I kind of had a feeling last game we jumped out to a 3-0 lead after the first inning. I kind of feeling like that was going to be the same thing today, but I knew we could add some more to it today instead of just leaving it at 3-0.
YCN News also spoke with Morin, Larpenter, and Hamilton on the significance of winning the first title in program history.
Oh, it means the world. I mean, I'm a senior. I just graduated yesterday, and I've never won a championship until today. So it's so emotional for me, and I can't thank my team enough for putting all the extra time, all the effort. They're just an amazing group of girls that are going to stay with me for the rest of my life.
Oh, it means a lot after 42 years of not having a softball championship banner in our gym, and getting a basketball one earlier this year, and then just getting the softball one really means a lot.
It just feels awesome. We've worked hard all season, and Coach Cruz has been pushing us to be our best all season long, and to have it finally pay off, it just feels awesome.
We also spoke with Sunapee coach Bonnie Cruz, who touched on the chemistry of this year's Lakers and what it was like to coach the team.
I love them. I love every minute I spend with them. Practice isn't long enough. I look forward to seeing them at the end of every day. They've made it the most enjoyable season that I've had. They work hard 100% of the time, every day, and I can't be more proud of them. They're so deserving of this.
And in Vermont Division II softball action, it was the third-ranked Cosmos who struck first when senior Chelsea McAllister's first-inning triple to left field plated Brooke Wiley with the game's first run, but top-seeded and unbeaten BFA Fairfax was quick to respond, answering with a pair of first-inning runs and 3 more over the game's final 6 innings to clinch a 5-1 victory. Springfield finishes the year at 14-6 in what was the team's best season since 2011. On the baseball field, the 4th-ranked Lakers came up a little short against 3rd-seeded Portsmouth Christian Academy, crossing the plate with just 1 run in a 10-1 defeat. Junior Cole Cruz tallied his team's lone RBI when his bases-loaded walk in the 3rd inning plated Will Palin, an inning after the shortstop smacked what proved to be his team's only hit in the contest. Will Austin pitched well despite suffering the loss, allowing 6 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings of work. And over in Vermont, the Bellows Falls baseball team came up short in a tightly contested Division II championship game yesterday in Burlington, falling to Lamoille by a single run. The Ghosts jumped ahead with a pair of runs in the home half of the 4th, and surrendered just 1 in the top of the 6th on an RBI single from pitch hitter Kobe Howe. Chris Armstrong pitched well for the 4th-ranked Terriers, surrendering just 1 earned run on a single hit. Bellows Falls ends the year at 14-6. Check back throughout the week as we bring you complete highlights on all 4 championship games, beginning tomorrow with Springfield softball. That does it for YCN Sports. I'm Mike Pizzone.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Coming up next, YCN's Capital Connections host John O'Connor spoke with retired U.S. Colonel Clint Granger about the Vietnam conflict. That conversation when YCN News continues.
The YCN News continues in a moment.